Hey, welcome to Graphic Policy Television GPTV. I'm Brett. In my hands is Flashpoint, the Fanhome Edition. Now, Fanhome is doing this collection of comics about Batman called The Legend of Batman. Now, you might be wondering, what the hell does Flashpoint have to do with Batman? Well, it's all about the Thomas Wayne Batman. Come on. So this has not just the main Flashpoint series, but a lot more than just that. And then what's interesting, so The Legend of Batman, it takes us through the history of Batman. It's supposed to be from like year 0 to the end of it, like whatever, Batman 1 million or 100,000, whatever it is. So you can put them all in order to go build that out. This is Special 1. I don't know, I'm guessing this goes towards the end of Special 1. And you can put them all in order and create like a cool picture off the sides. So my cover's a little beat up. It's been traveling a bunch with me, so it hasn't held up great in backpacks, but yeah, I'm here to read it. Take that off, the dust cover off. It's a pretty basic black cover. But as I said, this is more than Flashpoint, which I thought was actually pretty interesting. It is, I think, all of the Batman-related stuff when it comes to Flashpoint. So it's Flashpoint 1 through 5, Batman Night of Vengeance 1 through 3, Flashpoint Deadman and the Flying Graysons number 1 through 3. And the interesting one is the Flash number 139. Now, for those who don't know Flashpoint, so Flashpoint was a storyline where Reverse Flash goes back in time and saves Barry's mother. That creates a fractured timeline. In this timeline, like, Superman is not a hero and is captured by the U.S. government. Thomas Wayne survived and his son Bruce was killed. Wonder Woman has taken over the UK. Aquaman has like flooded Europe and killed millions. And the whole thing is like there's a time ticking down between Wonder Woman and Aquaman going at it, and basically like all hell breaking loose, and probably the world's gonna end. So the Flash wakes up in this world and doesn't have his powers because there's nothing to ever like create it, since you know he got him under circumstances tied to the past. Or his past, and his memories were slowly fading, so he needed to get his powers back and then go and decide how to save the world. It was an interesting event. I thought it was really, really, really cool. You know, it's a classic modern, it's a big popcorn comics, right? Like, you know, there's a little bit of emotion to it. It takes you on kind of a roller coaster ride, but, you know, this isn't one like a thinking man's comic, if that makes sense. Like, this isn't one that you're going to dive in and be like, what are the themes? And what are the, like, there's tragedy in here, there's a lot of action, there's exciting moments. It's, you know, pop culture. This is like summer blockbuster movie level of storytelling, and there's nothing wrong with that. I mean, when this first came out, it was selling like gangbusters, and it was like jaw-dropping exciting. And reading through it again, like, it still has that excitement. It's still like a big, massive story that is, you know, one for the ages, basically. There's a lot of people behind this, so it's Geoff Johns, Brian Azzarello, art for Andy Kubert, Eduardo, Risso, Carmine, Infantino, ink by Sandra Hope, Jesse Delperdang, Eduardo, Risso, Joe Giella, colors, Alex Sinclair, Patricia Molaville. A lot of folks on the various comics within. So the one interesting one is the Flash 139, because it is the meeting between Flash and Reverse Flash, so it's very Flash-centric. Which I think is really, really intriguing. It's not maybe the first meeting between Batman and Flash. I think that would have maybe been a little bit more appropriate for it. But instead we get Reverse Flash and Flash meeting, and maybe that's part of the Flashpoint graphic novel. So yeah, like, to me, it's an interesting thing. You know, art it was solid. Like, this was a hell of a thing back in the day, and the art rocked, and the storytelling was epic, and you know, it's had all sorts of shocks and, like, twisted versions of the superheroes that we know. Just really, really cool moments, and, you know, it was out there. Like, instead of Metamorpho, you had Element Woman, and, you know, it was some crazy stuff going on. As far as extras, you know, there's a little bit on this one. I would imagine most of this comes from the Flashpoint graphic novel collection. Covers are in here. A lot of covers in there, and I would guess the Flash meeting Reverse Flash and Flash 139 is probably where that comes from. The only thing I'll say, and I'll say this about all of the Fanhome stuff, is I wish there was a little bit more kind of background history, like why these are key moments in Batman's history. You know, there's a introduction, there's a story so far, but like I would love maybe an essay from people kind of going over stuff, and that's about it. I think that's the only thing these things are lacking. If it had that, it would be awesome. As far as the other, you know, Flashpoint stuff, the Vengeance of Batman really dives into the Thomas Wayne Batman. We get to learn about this world's Joker, which I'm going to just leave it for the readers. The Flying Graysons is obviously Dick Grayson's kind of story, and Deadman, different take on Dick Grayson. So yeah, like it's an interesting collection. I think the Fanhome stuff has been really cool so far. You know, they're all graphic novels I would absolutely pick as part of things. Like I think they're really intriguing, and it's exciting to see, you know, these parts of Batman's history and how it all goes together. So it's one of those, like, I'm excited to see the end point and what they're all like, you know, once it's all released. So for me, like, if you are a Batman fan, if you've ever wanted to just kind of collect the graphic novels bit by bit and see like key stories, it's a really good way of going about it. You know, the books are really solid. They're well done. They're well put together. You know, they're nice additions to a collection, especially if you don't have any of these. And I think that's where the key is on this. Like, if you don't have it, it's good. If you have it, you're just kind of getting duplicates. So, you know, that's kind of the thing there. But, you know, overall, I think they're really cool. You know, I've read pretty much, I think, all the releases in some other form. But it's been fun to go back and reread them and experience them again and just dive in and enjoy, you know, the history of Batman. So you can obviously subscribe to the Fanhome subscription service. We got a link beneath this video where you can go do that. Of course, I want to thank Fanhome for hooking us up with the subscription. We really appreciate it and be able to show this. So, you know, we've been getting these for free from Fanhome, but I think it's awesome. Like, I've really been considering purchasing this as is. I already have a lot of them, so it's one of those of like, I'm not kind of that, is it worth it, is it not? So yeah, I'm excited to see what comes next, and we'll keep on reviewing these as they come out. As I said, you can get yours, link beneath this video. Of course, if you want more Batman news, if you want comic news in general, check us out every day at graphicpolicy.com. We're on Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, Tumblr, Instagram, TikTok, Mastodon, Threads, Blue Sky, all at Graphic Policy, keeping it nice and consistent. So until next time, keep reading those comics, and keep it geeky. Hey, thanks for watching the previous video from Graphic Policy Television. Just by watching, you help support our site. Thank you so much. Now, if you're watching these videos, you probably care about geeky things like movies, television, comic books, toys, games, video games, you name it. You can go and subscribe right now to our YouTube channel to stay in touch and catch all the new videos, or check out our website at graphicpolicy.com. There's a nice link on this end of the video. But as always, thank you for watching. Keep on rocking and keep it geeky.